Hey,
Hello, my name is Selena.
and my name's Theoni, and you are listening to Piping Hot.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Piping Hot. We are so excited that you're here and that hopefully you've had a good New Year's. It's about like 2 weeks in now when this episode comes out.
Oh, I was like, girl, we're on day 4 right now. I was like, what
I almost
do you
gave
mean
you a
2
heart
weeks?
attack.
I was like, what do you mean 2
Yeah.
weeks? Like, holy shit. Holy crap. Okay. Like 30 seconds in and I already swore, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better.
Honestly, I didn't even notice.
Oh my Lord.
How have you been?
I've been okay. I mean, we
Good.
didn't really talk that long ago from when we recorded our last episode,
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Wait, when did we recorded it this week, right?
No, it was last week, I think.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I
Wait,
think it
what's
was.
even happening?
I don't know. Are you okay?
No, I don't know. Maybe not. I think like the alcohol I drank on New Year's Eve like killed the rest of my brain cells.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I even drank that much. But anyways,
Yeah.
no, I'm doing okay.
Good.
These past couple of days have been pretty busy with work because once the kids are back in school, it gets like really busy again.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I had a pretty stressful day today. I feel like I've been so bad at communicating with people this week. And should I say this? I probably shouldn't say this, but now I have to say it. I was going to say, like, I have my period right now. And man, I get so anxious on my period.
Really?
Like, it is like straight up. I mean, I'm already an anxious person.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
But like on my period, it gets so much worse. Like
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, like it's my time of the month. I'm like, like you know,
You're like
I just,
something
like,
unleashes inside
no,
of you. You're like,
literally,
oh
I'm
my
like, I
gosh.
know, it's like my alter fucking ego.
Yeah.
Sometimes. No, just my alter ego. That's it.
Oh, okay.
And I can't. Gosh, this is gonna be a hard habit to break. It really, really is.
It's okay. You know what? It's
But
okay.
Progress.
It's only we're only 4 days into the year.
We're literally only 4 days in.
We have
How? Holy crap.
365 days, right?
Everyone's saying it's 2024 the plot.
20. What do you mean?
That's how everyone's saying, like 2024, like 2024 the plot. Like you do things for the plot.
Oh, yes.
You really didn't understand
Yeah.
that at first.
Well, I was doing the plot last year. Like that was 2023 for me.
Girl, same. I have it
So
on
I
a
know you do.
big
I know you
canvas
do.
on my wall. Yeah.
Honestly, like I don't know what I want 2024 to be. I feel like 2023 was such a good year. And
that's
such a
good
good
for
year.
you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Sorry.
Ask the rest of the
I didn't mean it that
population.
way. I didn't mean it
I
that
know.
way. Okay. So like I feel coming into this year that like I don't know what to do, and honestly I feel a little more lost than I was at the end of 2022 going into 2023 because I had such a vision and so many goals
Yeah.
that now
Yeah.
like in 2024 I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And I was gonna
I
ask you if
totally
you
feel
made like any New Year's resolutions.
You know, I have stopped making as many resolutions because I feel like I always just let myself down, which I know is like opposite the point of New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
But I really, this year, I want to focus on just building healthy habits like all the way around.
Good.
Like that's just my
Yes.
general goal. So like working out more
Good.
regularly, eating healthy more regularly. Being on social media less regularly.
Yeah.
Although, let me tell you, I haven't been on social media that much. I've been on playing Candy Crush. I actually think I have a Candy Crush addiction. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
We talked about it that one time, like
We did.
a month and a half ago on the
did.
podcast. And
Yeah.
ever since then, I cannot stop playing Candy Crush. I don't know
Seriously.
what it is. Like, I'm getting scared. Like,
how
I feel like I have to beat the little challenges and get the gold bars and like all this.
my gosh.
It's literally so stupid. I think I need to just like delete it off my phone.
Yeah,
because it's I waste so much time.
That's like
playing
a
stupid Candy
different
Crush.
little like social interaction. You're not on social media, you're playing games though. So I mean like
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
yeah.
stupid.
Because it's funny. I know that you're on social media less is because you're sending me less stuff on TikTok.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I'm like, oh, Theoni hasn't sent me anything, and I'm like, oh no, that's fine. Maybe she just like hasn't come across anything on her For You page to share with me, and I'm like, oh, maybe she's just not on it.
Yeah, I've just become a recluse because of Fricken Candy Crush. So that's where I've been.
Fricken Candy Crush. I don't know what I'm...
Cricky Crush.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
How was your New Year's?
Oh, my New Year's was really fun.
Good.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it in too much detail on here. Okay. See, I'm already getting like...
Okay.
No, my New Year's was very fun. I had a good time.
Good.
I did have to get up so early for work the next morning, and I did not want to do that.
Oh, no.
But luckily, the next day was super chill, so I was, like, taking naps in 20-minute increments during the day to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah. But my New Year's was good. Pretty chill, though.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, we'll FaceTime after to get the deets. So
yeah. Oh, wait. I literally thought I have talked to you since then, but I guess I haven't. I've been too busy playing Candy Crush. So anyways, yes, we'll FaceTime after and I'll give you the update.
It's fine.
Oh,
Candy
Lord.
Crush is your new friend. I understand. I've been replaced.
I guess it is.
It's fine.
I guess it is. Yeah. How do you feel?
I've accepted. My defeat, my
good.
downfall.
Oh my gosh. Okay. How is How is your New Year's? How are you doing today?
I'm good. My New Year's was good. My sister came to visit me from Milwaukee, which was really nice with her husband. And so we went to Hot Pot. We went shopping at the Mall of America.
I love freaking Hot Pot.
Hot Pot. Oh my gosh. The next time you come home,
we have to go to Hot Pot. We have to go to Hot Pot.
Why haven't
we? Well, we haven't gone to Hot Pot because we did the Korean barbecue, and I think I've been full ever since.
Me too. Like, I literally still talk about that Korean barbecue. I brought it up to my sister when we were at a Hot Pot. I was like, the one time that Theoni and I had Korean barbecue in New York City was
best
amazing.
Moment of my life. Yeah.
Literally so good. But yeah, the next time that you come back to Minnesota, we should go to Hot Pot. It's so good. So we did that. That was really good. We went shopping at the Mall of America because my sister wanted to go shopping. But then we walked out of the mall with me walking away with more stuff. And I'm like, I wasn't shopping. How did this happen? I was like, why do I need this shit? I don't know. Yeah. But I bought stuff, so
I love it. Yeah. I need a haul.
I didn't get a lot of stuff, but it was expensive. So it was like a few stuff that was expensive, and I was like,
gotcha.
Selena, it's fine. I'm okay. But yeah, no, New Year's was like super chill. I literally, when it struck midnight, I just went to bed. Like, we could barely stay up. Like, I was just like, I don't really care. Like, and we were just so tired. We were silent on the couch, all of us watching like the New Year
ball drop.
Yeah, all of that stuff. And I was like, okay, can it hit midnight so that I can go to sleep? I was so tired.
Did you and Jack do a little New Year's smoochy smooch?
No, I was so tired. That's the thing. I was like, Happy New Year's, good night. And I left with the dogs and we went to bed. But yeah, no, I mean, it was fine. It was nice for my sister to come up and visit. She did come up and give me my Christmas presents because when she had left for Green Bay, it didn't come in time. So thankfully she was able to bring it up to Minnesota. And look what she got me.
Oh boy.
She got me a bunch of tea and this.
Oh,
and there's literally another mug, Theoni. So when you come over, we'll both have matching mugs. There's 2 of them.
Oh my god.
Isn't that cute?
That's so cute.
For listeners, I'm holding up.
You guys have no idea what she's showing me right now.
I'm holding up a mug that has our logo, Piping Hot, on it. And I'm drinking tea out of it.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Isn't it? You really had like a mug haul year.
I did. Honestly, I love it. I love it because I'm always drinking coffee. I'm always drinking tea. So like they're in like a good rotation. You know what I mean? So. Oh, I'm also wearing the Piping Hot sweatshirt that you got me too.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if I told listeners that Theoni got me a piping hot sweatshirt. But I'm wearing that, drinking out of my piping hot mug.
Wow, so you are full out with the merch right now.
I am. Yeah, link down below. No, I'm kidding. There's no link. No link.
We really should do it though. No, we should. I bet like we would get like 3 cents off of sales.
One sale. Literally one sale for fucking lucky. But yes, and then what else?
Yes.
So yeah, work has been
so
really
hyper.
Miss Ma'am. I'm just kidding. Okay. Work has been really chill this week, which has been really nice. I actually went to a cafe this morning to work. I just like,
wow,
yeah,
that's wholesome.
Right? I brought my work laptop just in case something came in. So I had like 2 laptops with me, but I just had my personal and my work. And I wrote like all this morning, which was really nice and very peaceful. I have 3 more chapters to write, and then I am done with my first draft of my adult fantasy.
You are literally insane. You're actually insane. I still haven't finished my third. Like, I still have 4 chapters left. Like, bruh. It's so bad.
We need a writing date. That's what we should do. We do. Okay?
No, I literally need to be forced.
Yeah.
I need to be forced.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, that's weird. I definitely need to do a lot of work on it. It's just that like the first draft is done and I have something to work off of. Like I think that's like the biggest hurdle for me. But, you know, with good news always comes bad news. And I also got an agent rejection on a partial this afternoon.
Gosh. Oh, I'm sorry, Selena.
It's fine.
Is it though because you're laughing? Like it's not
No,
fine.
it's fine. It's really fine. I literally looked at it. I was like, oh, cool. And then I just put it down. I was like, whatever. I mean, I think I've learned to just like let these kind of like roll off. I think I know what the problem is. So I just have to like finish writing this book, and then I think I'm going to go back and revise and see what I can do on my young adult fantasy. Okay. But I don't know. I'm just like, I feel like I am just stuck and I don't know what to do with it or like how to change it to solve the problem or whatever.
That's tough.
So that's another thing I got to do. But you know what? It's fine. There's a good balance in the universe, okay?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You're like, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. What are you drinking today?
Oh, water. Yeah.
Good for
Nothing. I've had like an on and off headache all day. And so I'm trying to just like get rid of it.
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to chug a bunch of water.
Good. But, smart. Nice.
What are you drinking today?
I'm drinking tea. I'm drinking the tea that my sister got me for Christmas. It is a hot cinnamon sunset tea. And it's like black tea with like
what does that even mean?
I don't know. That's the title of it. And then the like description is like a black tea with like warming spices. Honestly, you would love it, Theoni. It is very sweet and it's just so cozy. You would love it. Like this screams you. This is you.
Oh my gosh.
I'll send you a picture of it afterwards.
Yes, please do so I can like go buy it or something.
You would love it. You would absolutely love it.
Okay. Alrighty. So what are you reading, watching, listening to, consuming?
Yes. So reading, I finished reading Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross, which was like the second in the duology of like the Divine Rivals. And it was really good. I loved it. Nice. I think I'm still a little wishy-washy on the climax of it, like the pinnacle of the book, you know? But like regardless, I still had a lot of fun. I think she just writes tension so well that like I was obsessed. Like I could just eat it up all day and it was just so good.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And then now I am reading The Winter of the Witch by Catherine Arden, which is the last book in the Winter Night trilogy. I think this is like one of my favorite adult series. Like it's like rising up to the top so quick. Wow. I don't know what she put into this trilogy. It is like crack. I can't put it down. And I don't know what is wrong with me. Like I don't know.
Those are the best books though.
I'm like baffled because I'm like, how did you do this to me? But like I'm so invested. I want to know. The writing is gorgeous. I love these characters and I literally can't put it down.
I love that.
And so yeah, I'm very excited but kind of scared to like finish the trilogy because I love it so much. So but yeah, I think that's it. What have you been reading?
I think since we last recorded, I have finished Fourth Wing.
Yes.
I liked it. I'm excited to read the second one.
Nice.
But I just cannot fathom how people compare it to Avatar.
Yeah.
Like, the feeling I got from it wasn't similar. The writing wasn't similar.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand how it's kind of in the same vein with, like, the romantic-y vibe.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not even in the same realm to me.
Yeah.
Like, Fourth Wing was, like, good and entertaining and, like, funny at parts. And, like, I live for the romance and the spice and whatever. But, I don't know, man. I think the fact that people compared it to Akatar really, really threw me off.
Yeah.
Like, everyone was like, I couldn't put it down and blah, blah, blah. I was like, I could put it down. And be just fine.
The Oni's like, I could take a break.
Yeah, no, literally. And, like, I wanted to get back to it. Like, I did enjoy it, but it wasn't.
But it's not the same as, like,
level.
Akamath, where it's like, I had to blow through the whole 600-page book. Yeah.
Literally. Exactly. So.
No, that's valid.
Yeah. So I finished Fourth Wing, and then now I'm reading Circe by Madeline Miller.
Finally. Nice. Yeah.
I read, like, one chapter last night, and it's just, like, so vastly different writing from, like, Fourth Wing that it's like I have to just get myself in that mindset again. But I'm hoping it's good. I have high expectations after Song of Achilles.
Yes,
so
and Madeline we trust, okay?
Yeah.
She's done it before. Okay?
She's done it before.
Yeah. And no, I think
talk to me about that.
I think, like, with her books too, you need to get, like, acclimated, because I remember with, like, A Song of Achilles, I was like, okay, give me, like, a hot second. I just need to, like, get acclimated with everything.
And then once I was in it, I was destroyed.
Yes, exactly. So you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
I'll be fine. Yeah.
Do you know that she's writing a Hades and Persephone's retelling?
No,
that's her next book.
I'm gonna read that so fast. Like,
right?
Girl, I live for Hades and Persephone. There's so many of those around.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm intrigued, like, what twist she'll put on it though, because I feel like it's such a high-profile story that I feel like she could really do, like, a good twist or a new take on it, which I think she can do. You know, she can do it. But okay. Very nice. What are you watching?
Nothing. Like, I mean, still Always Sunny, but literally nothing else. Like, I really haven't been into watching things lately. I don't know why. But how about you?
I don't know. Nothing much. Like, just some anime that I've been watching with friends and with Jack, and then just, like, a random season of Survivor. Like, I don't know. I'm in the boat with you where it's like I'm not watching anything. Like, nothing has really caught my eye. And also, I think Jack and I are going to, like, cancel a bunch of our subscriptions because shit is getting too fucking expensive, okay?
It's so expensive.
It's ridiculous. It's like I'm paying for cable with all of them together. And I'm like, but sometimes I can't even watch what I want to fucking watch. Anyways, so we're thinking of getting rid of Disney Plus and Hulu and Netflix and Prime.
Whoa. Yeah. And just keeping Max
and Crunchyroll, which is where, like, all the anime shows are at. Yeah.
Wow.
Right? I'm ready to do the purge. That's my New Year's resolution. Yeah, so I still gotta do that.
That, like, gave me anxiety thinking about not having options. But, like,
really?
I get it.
Yeah.
It's so, it's so expensive.
I just don't really care for it anymore. Because, like, even when I scroll through, I'm like, I don't even know what I want to watch. Like, unless there is something very specific that I see on TikTok or someone's talking about it. Like, my sister and my brother-in-law recommended The Bear on Hulu. So I'm like, oh, okay, like, that's what I would watch if someone recommended it to me. But, like, other than that, I'm not, like, looking through and trying to pick
what
something.
They have. That makes sense.
So, yeah. What are you listening to?
Let me check my Spotify. I don't think anything crazy new that I haven't talked about. I have been listening to Tummy Hurts by Renee Rapp, but the version with Coco Jones.
Yes! Oh my god, Theoni, I was literally gonna text you and be like, we need to do a cover of that.
Yes!
I was literally, what?
Wait,
why did we text each other then?
I don't know.
I love how we just like had the same thought.
Yes.
But we're like, oh, we'll tell her later.
No, we have to do it. Like, I'm not
Yes.
joking. I'm not
It's
joking.
so good. I know
that
Coco's
song was made
part.
to be a duet.
Yes, it's literally so good. It's so good.
Okay, sorry. Oh my gosh, I like actually like I'm
dying.
Oh, I'm really really hyper. Okay,
I'm dying.
Okay, I've also been listening to this song called Bloodsucker by CIL.
CIL. Okay.
I have no idea. I've been listening to Not My Fault by Renee Rapp and Megan Thee Stallion, which is a song for the new Mean Girls movie that's coming out. It's a bop. It's such
really
a bop.
good.
It's so good. I've been listening to Bored by Talia Mar, which these are all songs I found on my Discover Weekly.
Nice.
And then I've also been listening to Constellations, the piano version by Jade Lamack, who also sings Aim to Kill. I told you, if you go back and listen to our old episode, I said, I think she's underrated. I think she's going to blow up. And guess what? She's blowing up because this song was in The Life of the Walter Boys or whatever. Now it was in a I didn't watch that show, but it was in a scene of that show, and now everyone's going crazy over the song. So I'm just saying.
Nice.
Also, listening to Everybody by Nicki Minaj and Lil Uzi Vert.
Very nice.
It's so
wow.
That one makes you want to strut. Like it just like it's so good.
You've been listening to a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I actually kind of have.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love it.
What are you listening to?
Not much. Same thing. But the only thing that I forgot to bring up, and I don't think I brought this up in the previous episodes or whatever, but the love of my life, Nicholas Galitzine, he had a single come out called Comfort.
He did?
Yes, and it was on my like chill mix that like Spotify curates for me. And one day I was playing it and it comes up and the chorus hits. I was like, oh, this is a good song. I wonder who sings it. The love of my life.
You probably pooped your pants.
I did.
Like,
because I was like, when,
yeah,
and why, and how, like what? And it's really good. It's really good.
I cannot wait to listen to it.
What are you consuming?
Nothing exciting, honestly, but I am gonna make some mac and cheese bites for dinner, I think. So I'm very excited for those.
Oh my god, that sounds so good.
Yeah, it's literally making me horny.
I love it. I love it. Honestly, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I
think I'm just really, really hungry also. I really haven't had time to eat today.
Oh my god.
No. Oh, I hate that I said that. Anyways, what are you consuming? I want to move on.
I am consuming, well, I just had a hot pot and we already talked about it and it was fantastic. So,
yeah. All right.
Pop culture?
Sure. I have like 2 things.
Okay, I have one.
All right, I'll go first then.
Okay.
The first one I have is that Bryan, Abasolo, and Rachel Lindsay of The Bachelorette filed for divorce.
Yep.
Which I'm sad about because they were like one of the success stories.
They were.
But unfortunately, I'm not really surprised.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It always seemed, I always doubted it a little, but then I kind of got on board. But then Rachel started just being very like intense with things. And I was like, I don't know.
Okay, question. Is that the guy she ended up with for her season?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
The chiropractor.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. I didn't watch her season. So like I don't really know, but
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. That was my one that I had.
Oh, okay. Well, my only other one is I don't have any information about this because I think it literally got released today or yesterday. So I have to go do more research on it. But I guess all the lost or held back Epstein files and the Jeffrey Epstein list just came out.
Oh, yeah, it did.
So I think a bunch of people are gonna get in some hot water.
Yeah.
And I still really don't know any details about that, but I know it was a big deal, like him and Ghislaine Maxwell and all of that. So I want to do more research before I talk about it, but apparently it's a very, very big deal.
I know.
So,
yeah. I did see that news break today. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Great.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Selena, you want to tell everyone what we're talking about today?
Yes. Today, Theoni and I are discussing the newest rom-com movie called Anyone But You, starring Glen Powell and Sydney Sweeney, that came out in theaters at the end of December, so just a few weeks ago. And honestly, this has been like very highly anticipated for me. I've been very, very excited to watch it, even though I've been hearing things here and there. Like, I was going to watch it regardless of what people were saying because I was just so intrigued. And also, you know me, I'm a hoe for a good rom-com movie. So.
Yeah. I feel like I've been waiting to like watch this movie and talk about it for so long. Like, all the drama happened like a while before it was released. And so, yeah, I've been seeing a lot on TikTok about it as well. Yeah. So I'm excited to dive in and kind of see what you think.
Yes. Do we want to start with overall thoughts first?
Yes. Okay. And I want you to go first.
Okay. I'll go first. Okay.
Okay.
Personally, I thought it was good. Like, I thought it was a solid, old school rom-com, and I had a lot of fun. What surprised me that it was so fucking hilarious. Like, I was laughing in the theater like a lunatic. Like, I had to keep quiet because it was just so funny. And I'm like, what? I'm like, how is this so funny? Like, I think that was really, like, pleasantly surprising for me.
Yeah.
I thought the plot was pretty good as well. When the first trailer dropped, I think it got a lot of heat because everyone was like, what the fuck is the plot? Like, why are they getting together? X, Y, and Z. And honestly, I'm happy that they didn't reveal it because the way that they revealed it and how it all came to in the movie made a lot of sense to me. And like, I feel like I'm the person where it's like, it needs to feel really real and believable for me to believe in it and actually like accept that this is the plan. And I think they did a really good job of like propositioning both of them in their situations and stuff. The only last thing that I have is the one thing that I didn't like, and it was Sydney Sweeney's acting. Here's the thing, okay? I haven't seen anything of her at all. I don't watch Euphoria. I don't watch any of her other stuff that she's done. This is my first.
Have you seen White Lotus?
Nope.
Okay.
So I haven't seen anything. This is my first project that I've seen of Sydney Sweeney. And for some reason, she is the person that I know is reading from a script. Like, it's not acting and it's not natural. I know you're reading from a script. I think there was a trend last year of, like, what actors and actresses' face know of what an iPhone is. And in a sense, Sydney Sweeney is the same way of, like, what actor and actresses, like, look like they're reading from a script. And I think Sydney Sweeney fits into that, which I feel really bad. Like, maybe I should go look. Maybe I should go watch other projects of hers to see if, like, that's a common thing or if it's just this movie. Like, I really, 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 really tried to believe in her. But even at the end of the movie, I was like, you don't got me, girl. Like, I can't see it. So.
Okay.
Those are my overall thoughts.
Okay. So, my overall thoughts. I liked it. I also thought it was good. Yeah. I think it was a classic old school rom-com, whatever. Like, I love movies like that, and I think we need more movies of that.
I agree.
I think some people on TikTok are way overhyping it, and they're like, this is the best rom-com of the decade. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like, you haven't seen Set It Up. Like, you haven't seen... Like, there's other ones that are, like, better.
Yes.
That's... like undebatable to me. That's just the truth.
Oh, I agree.
I did think it was really cute. It was like pretty campy, and like I agree there were some parts that were just genuinely really funny, and so I thought the writing was like really good at some parts.
Yes.
The first thing I thought that was a little weird was that I like how they addressed the age gap between the two of them because there definitely was like a clear looking age gap between them. So I'm glad that they like addressed that even in a small way. Yeah. But I will say sometimes there were moments where she was like talking about things so differently than he was, and it felt like a little
too much
bizarre.
Yes.
Another thing I wasn't a fan of, I liked what was Glen Powell's character's name? I can't even think. Ben.
Okay.
Ben and B. That's how I remember.
Oh, got it.
I didn't like how his character, like the backstory was that like his mom died and like things like that. But I feel like we barely got them talking about it or anything about that. So I was like, I feel like that was just a missed opportunity, and we could have dove into that a little bit more to feel for his character more.
Yeah, I agree.
And then as far as Sydney Sweeney's acting go, I have seen her in The White Lotus, and I've only just seen clips here and there from Euphoria. I will say she was very good in White Lotus, so I think she can act.
Okay.
From my perspective, I think she almost took the acting to a level that was unbelievable. Like, I think she could do it, but she almost played it as like, this is supposed to be a cheeky rom-com, so I'm going to act cheeky rather than like having it be like authentic. You know what I mean? It was almost like she was playing it like it was like a theater rom-com versus like just a feature film. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I do.
So I don't feel like it's that she like can't act. I think it was just like
her approach.
She chose to do it exactly.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Because I could like tell right away. I was like, this feels weird to me.
Yeah. So, no, for sure.
I do just one thing on your overall thoughts. I do agree with the whole age gap thing. I like that they addressed it, that he was 29, and then we got an idea that like she's in grad school for about 2-3 years, and then she dropped out. The thing is that Glen Powell doesn't look 29.
He doesn't
That
look
is the
29.
thing. And up against Sydney Sweeney, too, that it just, like, highlights their age difference. And I think that's what snapped me out of it. Like, I appreciate them addressing it, but it doesn't address the fact that they visibly look so different.
Yeah. It's like in theater when it's like you have to think about the stage age of people.
Yes.
So it doesn't look off. Yes. That's what it was.
No, it's what you had just mentioned, on Netflix, the Walter Boys or whatever the fuck it is. I saw a TikTok of like all the guys in like their age, like in the like show, and then their real life age, and it's crazy how different it is. Like how you have to cast accordingly. Yeah. Like a few years older to appear this, or a few years younger to appear this.
100%.
And they didn't do it with Glen, but it's fine because I love Glen. But it was
I love Glen.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, that was our overall thoughts. And then here are just some random thoughts that I jot them down. Okay. Do you want to hear my first one?
Yes. Yes,
I said, Glen is so hot and I miss Zoe Deutsch, but it's fine.
Literally though. I need another rom-com with the two of them. Because, like, everyone talks about Glen and Sydney's chemistry.
What chemistry, Theoni? What? No, tell me, show me. Like,
I think their chemistry is in real life, but not as actors.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I agree. Yeah.
And I miss Zoe Deutsch, but Glen Powell is so fine.
He is really fine.
It actually makes you want to throw up.
I know.
Like,
he's so fine.
If he even looked at me, I think I would die. Like, actually.
How old is he?
Like
he's 35.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he played a 29-year-old. See, that's the thing. I can't.
That's not correct.
That's not. No. Oh my gosh. I don't know why he's just so fine.
Yeah.
God
his
damn.
smile. His smile.
It's his smile. I know. And it's just like he's so cheeky.
His body.
And he's like, I feel like he's like such a golden retriever. Where it's like, he's just like wants to be silly all the time. Like,
yeah.
Anyways, the thing is that
now
like
I'm really horny. Forget the mac and cheese bites, bro.
And Glen Powell.
Yeah, literally.
The thing is that I've seen an interview where Glen was like, "Oh, I'd love to do another rom-com with Zoe," and like you know we've talked about it, blah blah. So I'm like, okay, Glen, then where the fuck is it?
Who's making that movie?
Yeah,
chop chop.
Because you guys already know that you guys have chemistry. Ugh. Okay.
Yeah,
anyways. Okay, my second thing is that their meet cute in like the cafe was so funny. Honestly, Theoni,
so
as
funny.
I was watching B and like that scene and then the airplane scene as well, I thought of you because I feel like the most weird, awkward shit happens to you, but you'll just like play it off and you're like, oh my God, I'm like totally fine even though this traumatic thing just happened to me. Like nothing happened at all and I'm so fine. Like I was like, if that bathroom scene hasn't happened to Theoni yet, I have bad news for her.
It's literally going to happen. No, gosh. Yeah. I don't think you're wrong. Like, I don't know, man.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought it was like very endearing. So I was like,
no,
oh,
it's
that's
so
like
funny, especially when she's trying to literally dry her crotch with the blow dryer. I was like, I would do that.
And then she like took it off. She finally took it off, and I was like, you know what? That's a good point. Yeah. I just thought it was really, really cute. Yeah. Okay, so right, they had like this, not a one night stand, but they had like a really fantastic night together, right? And then she leaves. I think at this point I was like, oh, so it's just a miscommunication trope, right? Like that's all that it is. And again, you know our feelings about miscommunication tropes, so I was just gonna roll with it, and I was just like, okay, it's fine. I still don't understand why she walked away though. Was it because she like it felt real to her and that like scared her, or I don't
fully understand that whole situation either.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, even how it played out later in the movie, because for her, she like ran out because she was like scared maybe, or she wasn't used to like having a feeling like that, especially because we find out later that she was on a break.
Yes.
I feel like we should have learned that earlier.
Yes.
Because it took so long of me being like, what?
Or
but then she went back.
Yeah.
And then he said that stuff to his friend, and I still don't feel like later in the movie we got an excuse for why he was so mean about her. You know? Yeah,
no, you're right. I think, okay, going back to B, I think if we understood that she was on a break and she also felt guilty of it, and that's why she ran out, I would have been like, oh, that makes sense. But it was just like, oh, she ran out because I guess it felt real to her, and that scared her, and that was it. And the break didn't matter. And I was like, what?
It could have so easily been solved by like when she was on the phone with like her sister, she could have briefly said something, and then we would be like, oh, and then later we can learn more.
Yes, but then literally she was like, oh my God, it was the most amazing night. And I'm like, then why the fuck did you walk out?
Literally.
It just didn't make any sense. Yeah. Okay, so we're in Australia, right? We finally go to Australia for the wedding. The family conversations, when they're faking these conversations, had me messed up in the fucking theater. It was so funny. It was like so over the top, but I think that's why it was so funny, because like it was just so fucking ridiculous, and I just loved it. I like ate it up. It was so funny.
No, it was so funny, and that's one of the parts that was so campy, but I loved it.
Yes. And like the stepdad was just saying the most ridiculous shit.
No, literally.
I'm like, why are you saying that? Like
literally.
So random. I love that like Ben couldn't swim. It was so funny because it like kept coming back into the movie.
The way that's the part that had me rolling, when Sydney was like kind of like helping him get to the boat or whatever, and then the way that Glen Powell had his body in the ocean looked so awkward. It was so funny.
I loved it. It like played into the fact that like he couldn't swim. I loved it.
100%. Oh no, what? No, what?
We gotta talk about the hiking scene. I could not keep quiet in the theater. I felt so bad.
I was laughing so hard.
I felt so bad for the people sitting next to me. It was ridiculous.
The way he whipped off all of his clothes, and then the way he and then was naked, just and then over. You could see them in the background.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
And then the way that he was like rubbing her butt to try to look like. I was like, what are you talking about right now? It's so ridiculous.
Was so dumb, so ridiculous, but so funny. And I loved it that we got the shot of them behind when like everyone was like talking and looking at the koala bear, and it was just them doing whatever the fuck they were doing over there.
Literally.
It was just so funny. And then him like stripping naked, bending over. I'm like, this is so crazy. And then they finally come to the group, and he's wearing her shorts. I'm like, this.
That was so
funny. And they act like nothing's happening. Like he came back and was like, what's up?
Yeah.
So funny. I think so funny. Oh my God. It was so like probably one of the most memorable scenes. It was just ridiculous.
Oh, for sure. Definitely memorable.
Ridiculous. Okay. Another very memorable scene was the Titanic scene. I don't think it was as funny as the hiking scene, because I feel like that was a very good stepping stone for the relationship, but funny nonetheless, because I think B's like rationalization for it of like, oh, if we're in like the honeymoon phase, we're gonna do really stupid cringe shit. And I'm like, oh, you are right.
You're
like
right.
that's what they would do. And I thought it was just like really cute for them. And then when she fell into the water, and then he like
I liked
dived
when
in.
they were on the buoy. It reminded me of The Proposal when Sandra Bullock like oh
yeah. It was very cute. I know.
Yeah.
I really liked that one. Also, Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield will never die. And I love that this movie revived it.
Yes. Agreed.
Never die.
Agreed. I love that he called it his Serenity song.
How do you know my Serenity song?
That's so funny. And then they brought it back at the end, which, sorry, I'm skipping ahead, but like when they almost did like a music video of like the cast singing along to it, I thought that was so fun that they did that.
Yeah.
Like
very fun and campy.
Yes.
But yeah, I really love that like she started singing as they're going up on the helicopter, and he's like, how do you know that? And then they're singing, and it was just so cute. It was just so cute. Ugh, throw up. Okay. So I was surprised that the sex scenes weren't that explicit. And it was rated R, so I thought we get like something, right?
It was like a montage.
Right? Yeah, like we didn't really we didn't get anything. I guess we got like a steamy shower scene, which then morphed into like a bed scene. Yeah.
But like that's it?
Yeah. Like I feel like Bridgerton was like way more steamier in like the sex sense. You know what I mean?
100%.
So I was very interested. I think it's just because it was like very vulgar and there was like nudity, and maybe that's why it was rated R, and it wasn't for like the sex scenes or whatever. So I was like,
but can I just say one thing about the sex scene?
What?
I'm sorry. The part where he
the hands. Stop! I forgot about that.
When he puts her on the counter against the cabinet, and then like pushes her hands against the cabinet, I died. Selena.
And then literally afterwards, he like grabbed her hair and like pulled her hair as they were making out. I can't do this, Glen. I can't do this. I forgot about that.
Unwell.
Oh my gosh.
I'm unwell.
You're
That's
so
the
right.
moment that really took me out.
No, you're right.
It really took me out.
Yeah.
More than the shower.
No.
It was the hands.
It was the hands.
And then later when the parents are like, oh, why are there handprints? Let me clean it up. I'm like, little do you know.
Whoopsie daisy. No, yeah. No, that was a good part of the scene.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Very nice. I will say Sydney's dresses in this movie were gorgeous.
I loved her wardrobe. Yeah.
So pretty. Whatever stylist they got in that movie, fantastic. Like everything just looked so good on her. Yeah. And all the colors too. Like I feel like that's a big thing too. Okay, this is my last note. I thought the end was so funny when he like jumped off the cliff. Because I thought it was so funny and clever to like bring that back. I was like, there was no real rush to get to her. But then he's like, I'm just gonna like call whatever
and then
it was.
He just jumped off the cliff, and I was like, wait, what? And I was like, why did he just do that? And then I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah.
It's so funny. Yeah. No, I thought it was very clever. I like that they like tied that back together. You know me. I love like when they tie shit back together.
100%. I agree.
But yeah, that's all that I like wanted to mention of the movies, or at least like my memorable moments.
I don't think I have anything left really to say. I guess the only other note is about both of their exes. I feel like neither one of them were that desirable that I understood why they both wanted to get back with them so bad.
I agree.
Like, so that was the only other part that kind of threw me off a little bit with the plot, but I got what they were going for, so it was fine.
Think,
but
personally for me, I think the only reason why like Bia's ex made more sense to me versus Ben's ex is because it was like going back to like a normal that she knew and that her family knew. And 100%. So I think that was like all of the pressure, which like I understand, like there's family pressure to do all that stuff. So I like that was like realistic in a sense. But again, too, it's like, okay, but there's nothing desirable about you. Like, why do I like you? Like, I
literally, I don't
like,
understand.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So,
yeah, but overall, I like the movie.
Me too.
It was good. Some issues here and there, but again, it's a rom-com. Like, I don't need it to be perfect. Like, I just love those kinds of movies.
Yeah, me too. Also, just go see it if you want a really good laugh. It is really funny.
It is. It is.
Very funny.
But Selena, what are we going to talk about next week?
Yes, next week, Theoni and I will be discussing the newest movie, Mean Girls the Musical, which is coming out January 12th. I'm very excited because I feel like Mean Girls is such a classic for our generation. But you know why I'm excited is because I'm a singer and it's a musical this time. And I'm ready for it.
I am literally so freaking excited for that movie. Like, I can't even tell you. I really just hope it lives up to the hype. I really do.
I hope people, like, give it the credit it deserves. I think people forget that Mean Girls was a musical.
Yeah.
And I feel like people are going into this thinking it's like a remake of the Mean Girls movie.
Not.
Which, like, in a sense, okay, sure, it is. But there's also a whole fucking musical that was made.
Element.
Yes. Yeah. So I feel like I hope people give it the lane, its own lane that it deserves. Because it's fantastic.
Yep.
And the name rap!
But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.